Hi, welcome to, I guess, the vlog. I'm 10k into the ride already. I wanted to ride a little just to get like a feel of a bike, which is right there. But I've been mostly out riding alongside the train tracks, which, said it again, if you're in Belgium, best way to do it. The bike paths are pretty well kept. I mean, they're calm, there's no cars on them, it's great. Right now I do have to get off of the bike track because I need to go into the other direction. So I'll do that, but first I'll get stream started because, you know, that's why we're doing this. I think the next couple of clips are gonna be from stream because I'll be streaming for about 5 hours. But I'll put some other footage in there as well, just so you guys can kind of follow along. Right, so I'm gonna put you on my shoulder. I hope audio is okay. I'm gonna put you on my shoulder and then we'll start cycling because I got 120k to do today. I could play some music, but I'm gonna wait until I'm out of the city. Because I don't want to be annoying. It is nice today, the weather at least. It's not too hot, at least. Not yet too hot. Also, pray to the gods, to the tired gods, that we that we do not get flats. I got spares with me, but still, I'd rather not use them. It's very pretty. Yeah, now we're in like rural Belgium, close to the French border, so it's pretty peaceful here. I do want to get a little clip on at the sign that says we're going to be crossing into France. So keep an eye out on it, not just for the video. See, this is the French border. I don't know if there's a placard though, but you can see how the bike lanes changed. See, welcome to Europe. Borders mean nothing. There's no border control at all. But we're in France now. It'd be the same if I'd go to Germany, the Netherlands, or cross into Spain. No.
Hello, how are you? Welcome à Lille, welcome.
Ouais,
C'est une action, c'est quoi action là?
c'est Action 4.
Et alors?
DJI Osmo Action 4.
Elle est bien, elle est bien.
Ouais. 190 in total? Ok. C'est possible de payer par carte ou non? J'ai justement... Oui, mais c'est 50 €. Okay, we've got some bananas, we've got some peaches. So we're just gonna have those for lunch. I'll be eating 3 bananas and 2 peaches for lunch. We got enough to drink? Yeah, I got plenty of water. And drinking like water isn't really a problem in France. Here's a good trick if you're ever traveling to France. Anywhere there's a cemetery, there's access to water. You can drink it. Yeah. It's drinkable. Is it gonna be bottled, like the quality of bottled water? No, but it is drinkable. Fries? Yeah, but you know, as a Belgian, eating fries in France is kind of heresy, you know? Okay, we're gonna do the awkward thing where I film myself eating for like a couple of seconds. Chat. So I'm gonna set up a little tripod thingy that I have with me. Record. And we're gonna eat. at least a banana or two. We have arrived at the campground. Now you need to go in and see if there's still, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, it looks pretty dead here, so I'm pretty sure there's gonna be still a spot left for me to pitch a tent. Right, so I've done 124 kilometers, which is great. I made it to the little town where I am staying. I'm walking towards the supermarket so I can have dinner. Just kind of exploring the little town. I've already pitched my tent, like the camping's already okay, so I don't have to worry about that. Don't have to worry about like time stuff. And then, yeah, ride-wise, doing pretty well. I'll have to look at like data, how much connections we lost and stuff, but I'll come back with that later on. First, dinner. Today's route is exactly, or was exactly 125k. About 600 meters, 675 meters up, but I also went down 600 meters, so that's fine. I did an average of 21 kilometers an hour. I did a total time of 7 hours, but I had a total moving time of 5 hours, so 6 hours. So that means that I had like an hour, almost 2 hours of break. Now, extra information. We streamed for about 7 hours, which is kind of nice. So 7 hours of stream, and for 7 hours of streaming, we had a couple of hiccups network-wise, definitely near the end because we're in like very rural France. And then I do have data, or at least I kind of see, where can I see? Oh, here. I spent about 30 gigabytes of data, mobile data, in an 8-hour stream, which sounds like a lot, but it is actually fine. That was to be expected. Some of that is me downloading the footage. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start mapping the route for tomorrow. It's not going to be as long. I think it's going to be 40k less in distance. We do have to do some hills, so we'll see how that goes. And then, yeah, from that point on, I got to do some editing, and I'm going to go to bed early. Today is a shorter day, but it is still a climbing day, so wish me luck. So we're taking it a little easier today. We're doing 30k less than yesterday, so just about 95k today, which is still a lot, but most of it is going to be climbing, so yeah. Looks like a nice day, not too hot. Yeah, exactly. I think the hottest part of the day is around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So yeah, I was happy that I arrived around that time yesterday, because it did get a lot hotter, like between 4 and 5, and then it cools down fast. Well, we got to get up that thing. So let's get out of the saddle for a little bit, shake out the arms a little bit, And then 9 kilometers to our destination. Okay, chat. We made it. Right, so haven't done a clip today, or at least a clip of me talking to you guys, because everything had to go a little fast. I woke up, had to pack up my tent real fast because I had to get off of the camping. Distance-wise was smaller than yesterday. We only did 99, well 100k basically. So 25k is less than yesterday. But we did that in 4.5 hours with some brutal climbs in it, where I struggled. Like I had to get off of the bike and walk the bike up. Was Gamut, please tell me, was 17% incline, which nobody should drive up on a bike or ride up on a bike. So we had to walk that one. The other stats, so we did that in 4.5 hours of cycling. In total, we streamed for about 5 hours and 10 minutes. I used, well, in total, so on top of yesterday, 53 gigabytes of data, which means, quick math, is about 23 gigabytes of data as of today, just today, and then 32 yesterday. We only had 4 network drops, so where the network completely cut out and we had to go to the BRB screen. So that's better than yesterday. We did go through less towns, so we had more open space. And then bitrate quality was about the same as yesterday. So tomorrow's ride is only 75k. I've already done the boring stuff. I've went to the shop, had dinner. I've pumped up my tires because didn't do that yesterday. Everything's charged. So what I get to do is now sleep, which I'm going to do. And then I'll see you guys tomorrow to break up camp and move out. Day 3, and today we're doing only 75, I think 75, right? Yeah, 75.3, 75 kilometers. Are you okay? Oh, I am okay. It's just one of the many hills I have to do today. Let me see. No, the worst is yet to come. But then it's generally downhill until the end of today. So we probably have to go over that ridge over there, which is going to be annoying, and then, you know, Sephiroth Ball. But then it's downhill to Rua. less brutal than yesterday. 4.5 hours, that's pretty good, that's decent. That's on track with yesterday. Okay, what I'm gonna do, oh see, chat, look, this is one thing that I need to fix. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I can't tighten the back strap from my bag because it normally there's this little pivot in here basically that allows this to pivot up and down so that you can cinch it down real bad, right? But because it's broken, you can't really cinch it down. So I have to figure out how I'm gonna. I might try with like a zip tie and using that zip tie as a pivot point. But I don't know if a zip tie is going to be strong enough. I don't know if a zip tie, because you put a lot of pressure on this, and if it's not secure, this just starts moving around, which is annoying.
We had a shorter ride today, but I've learned a couple of things. One, I'm not really good at recording things in the morning. I tend to wake up in kind of like a flow state, I guess. My mind just goes to breaking up camp immediately and just packing up the tent and getting on the road as quickly as possible. So by the time we're a couple of K in, mostly already streaming, that's when I think about recording an intro. So gotta get better at that. That's one thing. Now on data side, we're at day 3 today. Honestly, pretty standard day. To recap it a little bit, I packed up camp. One of my straps on my saddlebag snapped, which is annoying because it's the one that kind of holds my bag tight. And so I tried riding with it today, or at least as tight as I could get it, but it was still swinging about, which is not great. At camp just a minute ago, I tried to fix it. I had 2 zip ties with me, so I'm gonna see if that does it, and if I ever need to, you know, have a permanent fix, maybe some glue will do it. We'll see. The other hand, riding wise, we had an easier day than yesterday, 20k less, so about 77k, a light 80k, I guess. Not too many hills. There were a couple of steep ones, but we got them in the end, even though it was a little suffering. I think the battery thing is pretty standard at this point. We streamed for about 4 hours, which is an hour less than yesterday, and we had about 10% more of the battery, like left on the battery, than yesterday. So it looks like it's about 10% of the battery an hour, which is great. We did take a more scenic route today, so a lot more hills, but also a lot more smaller towns and like just landscape scenic routes, forests and stuff. So we had a lot more connection drops. Be that as it may, they did come back relatively quick. So it would just drop, my stream would go to BRB screen, and then it would come back a couple of minutes, like not even minutes, 30 seconds, maybe a minute maximum. But that's about it. I'm gonna go have dinner. I've already walked to the store, so, you know, don't have to go and get dinner, I just have to eat it.
I'm already 5k-ish into my ride today. Mostly because I wanted to test if the strap that the zip ties on the strap that I fixed worked. They're doing fine. I did have to pack up a little heavier on the back just so it keeps it in place. But overall, even though it's a little heavier on the back side, it's fine. I did oil my chain again because it started rattling, which is fixed now. Probably a temporary fix, but a fix nonetheless. I just have to set up stream and start streaming for today. So wish me luck, and I'll see you all in my next campground, or well, whenever anything happens, I guess.
It's beautiful.
There you go. Now, what'd you think of that? Small little church, ain't it? I'm gonna just sit on a bench and I'm just gonna have lunch. What? What? I don't. I can give you a piece of bread. I could give you a piece of bread. I don't really have any cash on me. It is kind of sad that they put trees around here, because the view over to that side is also beautiful. We'll see it in a second. I speak French like allo allo style. That's good. I suppose knowing, I mean, okay, so I've said it before, I'm not fluent in French whatsoever, but I can get myself out of a pickle. Dude, I want to get out of the city, dude. These people are crazy. We have to do 18 more K of climbing. I'm just gonna think about it as 80K of climbing, so I'm not disappointed if I don't get to go downhill. All right, I'm in a small town. I've set up my tent and I've already had a shower, done my laundry, but I haven't actually paid for the camping. So I'm seeing if because the reception's not open. So maybe the tourism office is open and I can pay over here. Let's see.
Oui.
Mais c'est possible de payer demain pour cette nuit?
Oh oui, bah si vous restez, vous le paierez demain, oui.
Ouais, je restais une nuit. C'est un adulte avec une tante.
Oui, bah sinon vous le paierez demain, elle va passer entre 9h et 10h.
Ouais,
Hein?
ok.
Voilà.
Ouais, merci beaucoup.
Bah de rien, monsieur, au revoir.
Au revoir. Alright, so, good news, bad news. Bad news, can't pay today. Good news, I can pay tomorrow. Between 9 and 10 there should be someone there, so I can pay. That's good. And then, yeah, this is a nice little town. I'm on my way to get groceries, but look at this little thing. It's quite beautiful if you ask me. And then, yeah, we'll just grab dinner. And I don't know, I'll probably go to the supermarket again because I've been, you know, I know it's stingy, but it's a lot cheaper than going out to eat. So going to the supermarket, walking there, and then we'll grab some food. Today, had dinner, I've cleaned my kit, done all the tent stuff. That's fine. Similar day to yesterday, 80K. Stream time, also similar, around 3 hours and 50 minutes. Writing time, also the same, 3 hours, 50 minutes. I've used about the same amount of data today, but I think receptions were noticeably worse. Not necessarily that we had more outages, because if I look at the numbers,
Day 3, we had 11. Today we had 7, where the connection completely dropped and we had to go to BRB. The time in between reconnections was way longer though, where on average I had a reconnection time about 30 seconds, 40 seconds maybe. Today that turned into a minute, maybe even 2 minutes, which is long for a reconnection time. So ideally we would have to find a solution to get either a more stable connection, or we would have to have something we can switch over to, which is a thing. I think what it is we're going through valleys. So the first 2 days were relatively flat. There were a couple of hills, but most of it was flat, and most of it was on main roads, or at least big roads. Whereas the 2 later days, so day 3 and 4, were valleys, a lot of hills, a lot of valleys, but also lots of small towns, inroads. You've seen it in the clips, we were riding through forests, we were riding through riverbeds, or next to riverbeds, or over riverbeds. So a lot more secluded. And that might explain the spotty connection. So tomorrow we're doing pretty much the same, only we're going on, let me open up my map. We're going on a main road most of the time. So I'll see if connection stays more stable or not. We're also not doing that much uphill or downhill. So maybe, even though it's going to be a shorter ride, that might show us if my speculations are correct. Yeah, that's the update. It's what is it? It's almost 9, so I'm gonna do some editing. I still have to post a short for tomorrow, and then I'll turn in. Okay, so I just paid the lovely lady, and I am now cleaning up. And it's an easy day today, 30k, so shouldn't be an issue. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get the bike back up. I'm going to get my tires pumped up as well, because I haven't done that yesterday. And then I will see you guys on the bike. So I can't seem to get an internet connection for my streaming gear. It's day 4, so that's not a good sign. So what I might do is just ride. It's a short day, it's 30k. So ride that 30k just on my own, and then see if I can get stream live when I get there to just walk around the town a bit. But am I live, or am I just black screen live? Oh, I am live. That's good. Today has been a day already. Bonjour. Bonjour. Non. C'est un GPS. But today I had a little issue with the internet. The town I was staying at was not great. Let's just say that. What we're going to do is we ride 30k today, which is easy. Shouldn't be too uphill or too downhill. So we're just going to get started. Low bit rate, yeah, that's going to happen today because we're getting out of a valley. They do. They do know how to make bread.
The thing is, it's butter. They use proper butter. I think this spot might be a good spot for like a thumbnail shot. Today has been a bit of a short, well not a bit, quite a bit of a shorter day. We've done 30K, easy hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. I'll give you the exact stats later today when I got the GPX file. We're in Falaise. I might do a second stream today, or I'll just keep streaming right now and discover some of the town. It's got a couple of castles that I want to see, so go and take a look at that. But yeah, no, weather's nice. It's hotter than yesterday, but not like there's still a breeze, so it's doable. And I'm done riding for today, so that's great. I'll see if I can put my bike away for this afternoon and then get ready to explore this town for a little bit. Well, we know where that leads. I feel like that's the old wall, the old city wall. So, what is this climb? Dude, I'm happy I don't have to go up this hill with a bike. See, I'm not wearing the right shoes to climb cobbles while walking. They're very slippery, actually. Okay. Let me sit down for a second, see if I can get the network back up, because it's been struggling. Yeah, look at that. Norman Keep. The question is, do we want to go in? I kind of do want to go in, because I want to see what the view is from that tower. So what I'm going to do before we go in is I'm going to get you guys onto our little tripod. Bonjour, c'est juste pour une personne. Ouais.
Souhaitez-vous le ticket de carte, le reçu?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want the card receipt?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, where do you come from?
Belgium.
Belgium.
Merci.
Okay.
I still, for some reason can't connect to chat. So whatever y'all are saying, I can't read. If you could send a message to see if I can receive it, that'd be great. Okay. So this is like pretty standard. If you've ever been to any other castle, right? Oh, is it down here? If you've ever been to any other castle, right? This isn't for the people who are claustrophobic or have trouble going upstairs. All right. Is there no way up? Because I want to go there. Oh, found it. The doors were open, so I guess it's okay to be here. Look at that. This is why we do it. What else do I want to do? There is, I think, a palace right there as well. So I want to go and take a look at that. How far from the coast are you? By car, not that far, but by bike, a couple of hours. So I see the ocean. No, I think it's just because it's so sunny today that the sky is just really blue and it's reflecting. Okay. Walking down these stairs with cycling shoes is not ideal, but it's a thing. So today was an easy ride. I wasn't planning on doing it this short, but you know. There's not many chances you get to camp out on the grounds of a Norman keep, so I had to take that. So today is a shorter day, 35k. We did that in about an hour and a half. We did stream a bit longer because I did end up exploring the castle, and then there's another palace a little further up into town. So we did stream for about 4-ish hours. We did have a couple of drops, network drops, I think around 8 today. Surprisingly, not many in the keep, not many in the castle itself. So technically we could say that the castle had better connection than, you know, the outside roads that we took today. Overall, bitrate was the same of the last 2 days. So even leaving the valleys behind us didn't really fix that. I had a good day today. It was easy on the legs. This town, if you are ever in Falaise or around Falaise, is definitely worth a visit. Some great history, historic buildings, great medieval scenery as well. And yeah, now it's just me having to charge stuff, which has been good. I haven't had too many problems with power. And then I need to edit a short, which I'll probably do about that thing. Day 6. Yeah, I guess we'll start cycling. It's not that difficult, the concept. The legs are not warmed up yet. That is for sure. Climbing straight out of the gate is kind of cruel. If you think about it. Now the good thing is that this type of uphill is quite slow, so it is doable in the higher gear range. It's just, you know, the legs need to get used to it. I wish I could join. It looks amazing someday. I mean, yeah. I mean, you can do this wherever. If you have a bike, you can do this wherever you are. So, yeah, the castle was nice. It was a good one. It was a good castle. Okay, now the steep bit, chat. Now we get to do the steep bit again. This might be one of those hills where I just need to take a couple of breaks. Oh, this definitely is one of those hills where I'll need to take a couple of breaks. Of course, I'm off course. But, okay. Where do you want me to go then? Where do you want me to go? There? Dude, doing this steep a gradient with as many turns in it, no thank you. Why? I want to hope that we're already there. Almost there. But I don't know what's behind that corner. Even walking it up is horrible. It just keeps going. Right. Let's do the rest properly, because I think I'm past the steep part. This is what I wanted to see. It's not as complete as yesterday, but there's another castle. So that, and then if we go the other way around, you get to see a lot more medieval houses and stuff. Isn't this nice? I mean, you don't have to end yet. It's only what? It's only 1. So we can go take a round through the town. And the small towns are big and jewel. Day 6. Another short day, 56 kilometers, so nothing too extreme. We did that in 2 hours and 43 minutes with 3 hours of stream time, so we streamed a little longer than we actually rode on the bike. Overall, network was okay. We did have 8 connection drop, mostly again riding through valleys and forests. We did have to cover part of the national forest, which was surprisingly okay. That wasn't where I had the most issues. Tomorrow I'm having a 100k day, which is the last long day. We're going from where I'm now to Fougères and then to Rennes. So the morning's gonna be a little difficult. It's got a couple of mean hills in it, but from that point on, the moment we hit Fougères, it's relatively downhill. So yeah, we're technically over halfway done. So I think that's all I need to say. See you on the bike tomorrow. Damn it, dude. I hope it stays back, because I just did everything I could to keep it live. I've done 1, I've restarted the entire system again. This is the 3rd time this stream. 2, I've done an entire firmware update now of my streaming setup. So yeah, and then there was the issue with just, I don't know, my right, I just made it to Fougères. They've got a really nice church here, but my streaming kit keeps dying. Well, the connection's fine, so internet's fine. The scene switching is fine. That functions as it should be. It's just that my encoder, my BELABOX setup, keeps disconnecting for some reason. So I'm afraid it might be a problem with the network cable, with the network cable, or with the USB-C that goes to the battery. It's either one of those, and I don't want to troubleshoot that. I've already done all the other troubleshooting I can do. Don't really want to keep myself waiting for too long here, because we still have 50 k's to go to Rennes. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna keep going. Finish lunch first, but just gonna keep going. And then I guess we'll just, I don't know, it's Sunday though, all the shops are closed. I don't think I can get an extra, maybe I can find one at a corner store. But just like a new network cable, Cat 5, Cat 6 maybe, and hope that fixes it. I do have spare USB-C cables with me, so I might switch one of those out, and then we'll see. We'll hope that fixes it by tomorrow. After this day, I only have two more days to go, and I do want to stream those as well. So yeah, I'll keep riding. Shouldn't take me too long to get to Rennes. And then it's a mission, then it's side quest, find a network cable on a Sunday in France. Today was a bit of a rough day. It was the last long day. We did 103 kilometers. I did it in about 4.5 hours, 4 hours and 40 minutes-ish. Today started off wet, not like heavy rain, but just like a misting of rain, which, to be honest, was nice. If today was just the rain, I'd be happy. But the entire road, or the entire way here to this location, was headwinds. And like proper headwinds. Pretty rough. When we get to streaming, or our streaming gear, we had a little bit of an issue. Technically, I streamed for 1.5 hours. That's the VOD recording, at least. But of that 1.5 hours, only, I think, 10 minutes were actual feed. The rest was all BRB screen, because my BELABOX kept disconnecting. I assume it's a network problem. It's a cable, a faulty cable. I had a spare cable with me, so I've installed that one. But that is the cable that came in the box with the router, and I'm gonna be honest, it's not the highest quality one. I went into town, couldn't find one. It's a Sunday. Everything's closed, so that's not good. I'm gonna try it with the spare cable that I have. See what it does tomorrow, and if that doesn't work, we'll have to stop somewhere along the way and grab a new network cable. Okay, so technically I'm already 10K into the ride, but I went to the grocery store for breakfast and I saw that they had network cables. So I bought one, and I'm gonna replace the flimsy one that I've installed yesterday, just to be sure, and then I'm gonna start stream, and hopefully that fixes the entire thing. So I'll keep you posted if it's fixed or not. Am I back? Will it stay back? I'm gonna sit here for a while to see if it stays back or not. Because yesterday we had some problems with that too. You guys want to see the cable that I think is giving me the issue? Look at how crimped it is. It might also be the USB-C cable that runs to my webcam, but that is a whole nother problem because I don't have cables long enough to really run it. So we've got 60K today. I'm gonna do that in one go. Right? We're not stopping for lunch or something. We'll eat lunch on the bike. I've got 2 more bars I can eat. I've got a couple more in my bags if I really need to, but I think I'll be good. I am going to... Are you back? Okay, so probably definitely is the USB-C cable. Because I just adjusted the camera and yeah, that's gonna give us issues. Right, let's see what we did today. Today is the second to last day of our trip, which is kind of sad, but also might be happy to not have to cycle for a week, you know? We did 65 kilometers in about 3 hours, which is also, I mean, I streamed a little longer than that, so let's say 3 hours and 15 minutes, so about 10 minutes, 15 minutes longer. Network drops, 17. We went through some spotty terrain, but also a couple of those were still that BELABOX issue I was having. So the new network cable, well, it helped a little because it didn't stay off, right? It's not fixed entirely. I've reached out to the BELABOX Discord. They say it might be the USB-C cable that's connecting to the camera, which, sure, but then I'd have to either glue it in, which I don't want to do, or I'd have to like print a bracket to keep it in place, and I don't have a 3D printer right now. So we'll have to make do for tomorrow. I'm gonna go and look at some photos because there's an open air photo gallery right now and in this town, and make a short, post it, and then I'll see you all tomorrow for the last day. Tomorrow we're seeing the ocean. Okay, and off we go. 80k to our end destination, to the Atlantic Ocean. The weather is nice, and yeah, I think it should stay like this for the rest of the day. At the moment we're 3 kilometers in, or away from our destination. So I'm just gonna look for like a small shop. Oh, it doesn't really matter which one it is actually, as long as it's not Heineken. Let me put that in a pocket somewhere, in the hopes that it doesn't get too hot. But honestly, even a hot beer at this point, it can't get much hotter than it already is. When I said we were almost there, I didn't lie. I have arrived, the Atlantic coast. Behold, water. I don't know where to start. Maybe let's start with today. We've ridden on the last day about 77 kilometers, a little less than that, in 3 hours and 20 minutes, which is great. Streamed for about 4 hours-ish, and network acted up the same. Batteries the same. So I didn't have any BELABOX issues today, so I will keep looking into that, even though this experiment is finished now. Overall, we've ridden about 720 kilometers to get here. A little bittersweet, because I did enjoy the 9 days of cycling, but I also will be, I will be sad that I, don't get to keep going. But on the other hand, I do just want a break. Yeah, all I'd say is thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the trip. Hope you've enjoyed the troubleshooting and the data collection that we've done. I'll post a map and like some data points along the way somewhere. Discord, description, it'll go somewhere. And then, yeah, I don't know what the next one's gonna be about. I don't know when the next one's gonna come out. So if you wanna stay updated, I'd say like, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.